We back. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We back at it with another album review. We said we were gonna do album reviews. We meant it. Cool. That's the intro. So this episode we're gonna do. Well, recently you saw that we did the Pass versus Bill Collector battle for King of the Dot, the S1 season champ.
You did
S1 championship. I don't know how they call it for real. I think they call it the S1 Grand Prix. Maybe that's what they call it. I think they call it the Grand Prix.
okay.
So we did that. I was like, all right. Pass said in the battle, my album coming out in like a week. I was like, ooh, that sounds like some content to me.
Yep.
And then we got around to listen to that album. So that's what we're doing. Pass. Well, he called himself Pass. I guess on this album, it's called himself Passwords, his full name. So we're gonna say Passwords Flowers.
I feel like he was smart enough to know that trying to release a project under the name Pass is gonna make people pass over your shit, and people ain't gonna be able to find you. You know what I'm saying? Use your horribly spelled name so people can find you. You know what I'm saying? Because it was not that it was difficult to find this shit, but like it ain't one of them things you could just put in his name and it comes up. Mm-hmm. You got to put in everything to get to the specific album. You know what I'm saying? But with the battle world, you can be Pass. Yeah. Like, nigga, the contract's already signed, the money's already paid, and you're at the event. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to be Passwords, I can be Pass. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this album. Have you seen the name of the album yet? You did? Flowers. You know what I'm saying? Passwords, Flowers. This is definitely my first time listening to some musical material from this man.
Me too.
And also, while I've been very aware of him being like, I don't want to say a legend, but like very active in the battle community for years, the Bill Collector and Passwords battle was the first time of me like listening to him battle. Mm-hmm. So, to listen to this project, I was actually kind of surprised. I really like the project. Like, not saying he's a bad battle rapper, but I just feel like him on the beat, I like it a lot more. And one thing I really appreciate is, like I already said in our other album review for the A-Verb, that I like the versatility in the beats. It's the same here, but much stronger. Mm-hmm. Like, I appreciate A-Verb's versatility in the beats, but I feel like this one was almost like done like really trying to make an album, not just a project. Like, the beats were good.
Yeah, you know they were very good. Yeah,
very good, and very in the style. Like, very like, he's like, yo, I want to, like, if you wanted a hip hop beat or like a beat that he could just talk a shit on, it's a good ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a quality project.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, for sure. So
I feel like I've seen Passwords before. I'm more familiar with him as a battler, but then, like I said, I've never listened to his music either, so I didn't know what to expect. I was digging the album cover, so because I saw the album cover on Twitter first. Because I follow him on Twitter. I saw him post, like, all right, cool. As soon as I saw it on Twitter, it's like, boom, downloading that. That's what like I'm saying. He said it was coming out. Here it is.
That is a nice album cover. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
simple yet effective.
Yeah, it's nice. So then I saw the album wasn't that long either. 11 songs, 39 minutes. That's what I like to see.
Love that.
Keep up the good work.
You know what I'm saying?
We're in the era of you don't need no long ass album. If your album is longer than an hour, you're doing too much nowadays. Which I'm glad that everybody agreed. I'm glad. So, like I was saying,
unless you Kendrick, give me all the shit you got, my nigga, because we be waiting, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Waiting. But back to Passwords.
We need another Untitled, Unmastered, or whatever, something. Nigga. Give me them. Empty the hard drive, my nigga. I'm done.
Passwords. A tight 11 songs. You got in, you got out, you did what you had to do. And I liked all these songs.
Yes.
I liked all of them. It started off with a real, like, the feel was very similar throughout the first couple, but it was still varied. Like, you could tell it wasn't such a feel where, oh, this sounds like the same beat. Or it didn't, like we've talked about, or we've listened to albums before. You like, I didn't realize the song was ending because all these songs sound the same. Nah, it wasn't one of them type scenarios where all the songs sounded the same.
Yeah, there's a very specific Tory Lanez album. When we were Tory Lanez fans, we're still waiting on that fucking verdict.
We are.
You know what I'm saying? But when we were listening to Tory Lanez, there was definitely one album that, like, we went to like damn near track 17. I was like, I didn't even know any track names. Like, it felt like the same song over and over. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this project is definitely a nice piece of art, man. There's a quality to this, and I feel like you only get it when you know what you're doing, and I feel like he knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? This really appealed to like the hip hopper in me too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I do appreciate from these battle rappers is because I do feel like, you know, in this day and age, while the music is still lit, I feel like that good old TDE quality type music, or that good old like feeling that, you know, you and I used to get when artists are still relatively new, but we know we like them. They drop a tape, we put it in the MP3 player, we playing that shit while probably playing PS2 or Xbox or some shit. Those days are kind of gone. Like, I don't feel like anything really gives me that feel no more. You know what I'm saying? It's a different day and age, so I understand, I get it, but I do appreciate that some of these battle rappers are going back to that and giving me that feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something that makes me want to go and produce a beat that isn't just, you know, for the charts or just doesn't bang in the whip. Like something that's just like, yo, this would be some shit that Lupe would make a classic to. Some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he chose beats that all matched the feel he was going for. Like it was like he knew the feel he wanted for this album before he made it, and then he followed that path all the way through because it's very well crafted.
Yeah.
And like you said, there is a very high quality and polish to this album, and it shows.
This will be
every song.
This will be an album that will age really well.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. This is an album that it don't sound like any kind of era. It just sounds like good music. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that's going to differentiate it is maybe if engineers get better at mixing and mastering 5 years from now. But other than that, this is going to be an album that, like, if 5 years from now, you know what I'm saying, Passwords is at a new level and be like, and people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't know he had an album. You can listen to some shit like this, and it's gonna be just as good now as then. You know what I mean?
And again, it's only 39 minutes. Like, this is a quick album. You could play this on repeat a couple times and not even realize it. Like, but you won't get tired of it in the first couple listens either. Like, yo, I was fucking with that song. I felt that vibe. I was liking that one too. Like, the way it's put together, you don't get tired of it. So, and again, 39 minutes to have 11 great songs that you remember and like, oh, I want to listen to those again. It's a feat unto itself, honestly.
Yeah. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing, and no disrespect to you, but I do have to mention this. I feel like that might have been why your performance may not have been the best with 100,000 on the line. I feel like a lot of your energy went into this album instead. You know what I'm saying?
You could say that, but then again, you also got to remember in the tournament settings, they don't be having a whole year to write for people. Like, remember, like, even in tournaments, it's like every couple weeks got another battle. So like, you don't have the time to put in to your battles as you do with an album. You could have been playing this album up like a year. It's been a year to get put together. So when you're in a tournament setting, you battle like every 2-3 weeks. So that's not the same.
For sure. And I'll tell you what, like, I guess your energy is well placed. You know, while you may not have won the tournament and got the money, here you have a tape that's gonna age really, really well. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You could push this for a good minute, like, you know what I'm saying. While whatever else you're working on, you know what I'm saying. If anybody's like, hey, where can I get your music? You can point them straight to this.
Yes.
No matter what era we in, what year. It's that good of a project.
It's very well. It's very well put together. It's gonna age well. My only thing is, I feel like next you're gonna have to bring something more upbeat though. You're gonna have to have a couple fun party tracks.
Yeah.
Just to mix in there, because you got pretty much everything else. You ain't got no like turn up songs on here though.
Yeah. And while we hate to be those people, but like I feel like that is something that would bring attention to your shit.
Yes.
Because it sucks and I hate to say it, but a lot of times the people that make the best quality or the most talented people don't be the ones that get the shine. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girl were just talking about it today, how we are well aware that there's some artists that make paintings and the paintings be on bidding wars for like millions of dollars, and yet I can go on Instagram and watch somebody that'll make a masterpiece of a painting with just powder and his big toe, and it'll be the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. And he'll only have 70,000 followers or some shit. And I'm like, nigga, that nigga should be like that nigga should be like, I can't place the money. I have so much money, I don't even know where to put it. Like, that's where, you know what I mean? But that's not how life works out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that might be the only thing that would help. Even if it sounds out of place, make them bonus tracks. I don't care. Like, just get some turn up joints that may get you some fans, get you 1 million views here and there, go viral a little bit. And then you pull people into the tape, and then you can, you know, get people attention for the moment, and then keep them as fans. Hopefully, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what he really needs is he just needs a So Def remix. He just needs Jermaine Dupri to hop on one of these songs as soon as start off. Y'all know what this is? Okay. All right. This one's gonna go. That's all he needs.
You telling me all he needs is just Jazzy Fizzle on the beat one
time?
Yeah.
That's all he need one time.
For sure.
You know, he from Cali, he might be able to get Mustard. But I don't know. I don't know if Mustard knows everybody from Cali. I don't know how California works. I've never been there.
Mustard might be hard to reach these days because I feel like he's like, to some people, he's super producer status.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So he might be hard to reach, but that would work. I mean, if you can't get Mustard, the good thing about the West Coast is West Coast. I'll give this credit right here too. I feel like West Coast has some of the best producers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? They make some of the best beats.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Now, while my style is more New York, so I appreciate that more. Bro, I could listen to a nobody nigga from the West Coast, and that beat will be some groovy ass shit from some random nigga in the beat. Just because I feel like the niggas like the Dr. Dre's laid that blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas over there was listening to the Chronic and Doggy Style, and them shits had the funk samples, and that's where that generation went.
Yeah,
you know
they do have different influences over there.
Now my generation was listening to boom bap shit, so that's why niggas love Griselda and shit. But yeah, them West Coast niggas, you could find some nigga that has 500 subscribers. I'm describing niggas at my level. 500 subscribers on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 100 plays on their BeatStars a week, but them beats bang. You know what I mean? Make a whole crafted, beautiful West Coast signing tape. You know what I mean? And get Geechee Gotti in the future. Because I need Geechee Gotti to make another tape so I can feel better about him. Because I don't like how much I didn't like that last tape. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't bad, but I fuck with Geechee Gotti so much on a battle rap level that I'm like, I know he can do better, and I know I could like a project more. So I'm looking forward to Geechee Gotti's new project. But Passwords.
So what did you like on this project?
This one I liked Flowers, because that set the tone for everything, and I liked Mama Proud.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of let me think about all the times. There's a select few of tracks where like niggas rapped about making a mama proud, and I feel like it's one of the most sincere things a rapper can do. So it always hits. Most of the time, people hit the mark well. You know what I'm saying? Different kinds too. You know, you got 2 Chainz trying it. I think what was it? YG tried one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it's pretty common.
Tito Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tito Lopez. I haven't heard from him.
Did it.
21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas. Shoot, we ain't even got to go into Dear Mama with Tupac.
Yeah.
That ain't got to be talked about. So, yeah, good. Those are my 2 favorite tracks.
All right. So, if I had to say my favorites, I liked Sign. I liked Mama Proud. And then I liked Nana Said. I like that one a lot. Nana Said. And then The Trees were just a nice, chill outro. I had a lot of space left on the beat.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing. Passwords. I'll tell you that you knew what you was doing.
Yeah, definitely. I'll recommend this album to anyone. Honestly, like it's great. It's great. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. Quan, anything I should add?
I wouldn't be surprised if if this shit went the direction of like was it Ichiban and Daylight shit. And we just find out like, oh shit, they have a whole relationship with Punch that we didn't know about. Like that's the kind of quality this shit was. It was like that level of quality. You know what I'm saying? I know we ain't been ranking our shit, but like I would put this almost like maybe album number 2 out of all the joints, because we know Heroes is number 1. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ichiban Don. You know what I'm saying? But this one was I just appreciate it because it's gonna sound weird, but it's like it felt like an actual art and not just niggas making tracks. Even if the tracks was good, like this felt like intentional good music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree with that. But yeah, Passwords. Hopefully you enjoy what we said about your tape or album, and you give us more great music like this. But
for sure.
Thank y'all for tuning in. I want y'all to tell a friend and tell a friend.
Tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
Let me stop. Gonna hold it down.
You dig?